Welcome to Recovery Rockstars UNCUT, uniting the recovery community with raw and real stories. Your host, Kevin Z, puts the light on people and brands that are rocking the recovery lifestyle. So you want to be a rock superstar? RecoveryRockstars.com. Now, here's Kevin.
What's up, and welcome to Recovery Rockstars UNCUT, Episode 1, take number 248. Yikes, it is not easy to do a podcast, and I'm learning that quickly, but I couldn't be more excited. I gotta tell you guys, I have been wanting to do a podcast for years and years, and I guess I've always had excuses for not moving forward. Whether it's I don't have time, I've got a real career that takes up most of my time, I've got families, kid, wife I want to take care of. But the major thing that I believe that held me back is fear. Fear that I might not be a good host. Fear that the podcast would suck. Fear that I have no idea what I'm doing. But my goal in 2018, and I hope a lot of your goals in 2018, is to eliminate fear. Fuck fear. Get that out of your life. You don't need it. Life is so much better when you don't have fear in your life and you focus on the positive and what you can do to improve the lives of others. So we're doing this. You know what? This podcast, Episode 1, is just going to be short, sweet, to the point. I want to let you guys know a little bit about your host, me, Kevin Z. I want to tell you what to expect in future episodes, and I want to give you my information so you can contact me moving forward for those who want to be a part of the podcast. Me, Kevin Z. Fun fact about myself, and a lot of people don't know this, some people do, but personally, I am not in recovery. And I have so many people that come up to me and ask me, you're not in recovery, but you have a website, Recovery Rockstars, and you spend hours and days and months and years trying to build this brand and help other people. Why do you do it? Well, there's 3 reasons why. My best friend Doug, my brother-in-law Noah, and my sister Holly, none of which who are still with us right now. Unfortunately, my buddy Doug and Noah ended up taking their lives, and then my sister passed away from an accidental overdose, which I believe was a blood clot. But these are tragic events that have happened in my life, you know, and there's kind of one common theme between all of them, and that's addiction, mental health, and actually my sister had years of battling bulimia as well. So I don't know if you're like me, but when tragic things occur in your life, I start thinking, what the fuck is my purpose here? What am I doing with my life? How can I help others in life? And for years, I tried to figure out if there's something I could do in the recovery space. And you know what? I brought the URL, the domain, Recovery Rockstars, like 4 or 5 years ago, and I kind of sat on it. And then literally it hit me. You know, I keep on having these thoughts, and I'm sorry, I don't want to get graphic by any means, but, you know, these thoughts of my best friend sitting alone in a hotel room before he ended his life, or, you know, my brother-in-law or my sister, knowing all the struggles that she went through with bulimia and alcoholism. And the question always comes back to why? Why? What's going on? Why didn't they reach out for help? I know there's so many people there that were willing to help them, and what could I have done? And you guys, the answer, I don't know if I could have done much, because I wasn't going through or experiencing what they were experiencing. So in my mind, I wanted to create a platform that's kind of a springboard to get those who are suffering to reach out for help. And I wanted to create my website, which I did about 1.5 years ago to almost 2 years ago. It's called RecoveryRockstars.com. And the purpose of the website is really to have all you heroes out there, all you rock stars that are in recovery, share your story to provide insights, and more importantly, to provide the message of hope and inspire those who are suffering, or provide hope to those loved ones of somebody who is suffering, and to end the stigma and kick ass and take names and make people realize that if you're suffering, you are not alone. There are so many of us out there that understand your struggles. Me personally, I've battled with anxiety most of my life. I've battled with depression after losing those 3 loved ones. Oh God, I was so dark for so long. Started seeing a therapist, and it really helped me out. But I also wanted to be a part of a community, and that's another reason that I started Recovery Rockstars, is to create a community, support, love a safe place, I'm really trying to create a recovery lifestyle hub through the site. And the next step is obviously what you're hearing right now is taking it to the next level and doing a podcast. So what to expect, that's a little bit about me. Hope you enjoy that. I'm sure there'll be plenty more in upcoming episodes. But what to expect moving forward, I am trying to, it is literally my mission to find people who are in recovery that are willing and wanting to share their stories. It's going to be great. I'm sure I'll get some celebrities on here, knock on wood. But also, I want to focus on just every normal human being. Because, again, we're all affected. We all know somebody who's battled addiction or alcoholism, eating disorders, mental health, et cetera, et cetera. So moving forward, what you're going to hear on the podcast is inspirational interviews. I want to highlight brands who are rocking the recovery lifestyle, who support the recovery lifestyle. And I just want to kick ass, take names, and spread the message of hope and have some fun. I want to have some fun. Keep it young, keep it lighthearted, even though it is not a lighthearted topic by any means. But we're going to change some lives through this podcast, and I want you to be a part of the journey. And if you could do me a favor, and anybody that you know who you think would be affected or impacted or could benefit from hearing and listening to this podcast, please spread the word. So let's do this. Episode 1, I'm wrapping up here. Want to say thank you again for all those who are listening. And for all those who are listening, it's probably, just a handful of you. Shout out to my mom. What up, Mom? Hope you like it. Shout out to my boys. What's up, boys? And my wife, thank you for all the support with Recovery Rockstars. And I want to thank you guys for all the support. So help me spread the word. I love you all. And real quick, for those of you who want to be a part of the show, it's really simple. It's just email me at kevin@recoveryrockstars.com. That's kevin@recoveryrockstars.com. Or you can find me all over social media. And I put together a little nifty little closing here that I'll play for you, which has all my call to actions. So, peace. Thank you for listening, and I look forward to churning out my next episode, and again, having you guys along for the journey. Keep rocking.
Thanks for being in recovery, rock stars. I guess today's episode is done. In all seriousness, though, Kevin appreciates you being part of this community. RecoveryRockstars.com. Want to email us? Kevin@RecoveryRockstars.com. Facebook, Recovery Rockstars. Instagram us @RecoveryRockstars. Kevin's wardrobe brought to you by Kevin. Kevin's transportation brought to you by Kevin. Kevin's cable bill paid by Kevin so he can keep this podcast going. Goodbye.